Over the past decade, Minecraft has added a ton of strange and bizarre mobs into the game. We all know the Warden, a blind, bloodthirsty mob that lurks in the depths of the deep dark. Or the Sniffer, an ancient creature whose history is completely unknown. But have you heard of the Wildfire? Yes, it's a real mob. What about the Glare, or even the Pink Dolphin? Today, we're looking at Minecraft's most strange mobs that were confirmed by Mojang, but were never added to the game. But why? And what strange secrets are they hiding? Starting with the Glare. Hidden under the dark caves of Minecraft, the Glare was one of 3 mobs that players were able to vote at Minecon Live 2021. It was showcased in a pixel art type of video alongside Tiny Agnes. But when it lost to the LA, it was never heard from again. The Glare has a very simple design. Its entire body is covered in some sort of grass or moss, with 2 very bright, staring or glaring eyes. It can also float around similar to the LA, except I have a friend at Mojang, and like any normal person, I went ahead and sent him some messages asking him if we could get an unreleased snapshot version that still had the Glare in it from when they were testing, and have a look at those messages. He said yes, and we should get the file soon. But while we're waiting, what makes this mob so unique compared to the other Minecraft mobs is it hates the darkness. Like, hates it. If you leave it in the dark, it will become seriously grumpy. And this feature would seriously help players protect their bases from mobs that spawn in the dark, because when the Glare gets grumpy, that's how you know it's dark enough for monsters to spawn. Wait, did you guys hear that? Is that my phone? Oh, check it out, guys. We got the version. It's time to see what the Glare would have actually been like. There it is. A Glare in its natural habitat. Except at the moment you can see it's pretty grumpy and isn't moving at all. But what would happen if we whip out a torch and light the area up? No way! Dude, the Glare just full on came to life, but he doesn't follow, he just attracts to the light. Hold on, maybe you have to tame him somehow. We could try moss. I mean, it looks like moss or grass, maybe leaves, azalea bush. I don't know, we could grab some oak, fern, grass. Let's see, do any of these work? No? Guys, none of this, I'm clicking, look. I'm clicking and it's not working, I'm not getting hearts. Does he follow me? Because like when you use wheat, you know, like a sheep, it will follow you. So does the Glare follow? No? Maybe I'm beginning to see why he lost the mob vote. Can we use a lead? Let's give this a go. Okay, so that works. We could attach a Glare to a lead and you could bring him mining with you, and when he gets upset, you know, oh, I need to put down a torch. I suppose one of the key reasons why players would have voted this mob out was because no one actually cares about checking if, you know, hostile mobs can spawn in dark areas. I mean, you can just spam a ton of torches and it does the same thing, lights up the area, stops the mobs. But maybe I'm wrong. Would you have voted for the Glare? Next up on the list is the EYstreem. Now in Minecraft Live 2022, the EYstreem was one of the proposed mobs that would be added to the game alongside the Moon Bloom and the Glow Squid. Now, the Glow Squid won by quite a huge margin, leaving the EYstreem in the dust, but some say that this vote was rigged. Now, although our lovely EYstreem lost this mob vote, you can actually still find them within the Creeping Winter DLC of Minecraft Dungeons. And yes, if you believe the EYstreem looks very similar to our villager or the Vindicator Evoker, then you would be right, because the EYstreem was actually supposed to be a new type of villager that lives on the cold mountaintops. It has red eyes and a blue cloak and brown boots. It's a hostile mob that attacks players with clouds of flying ice. How dope is that? In Minecraft dungeons, EYstreem summon these large ice chunks above their target that will hover for about 3 to 5 seconds before falling. And that got me thinking. It gave me a glimpse into what life would have been like with this mob, how cool it would have been. But that footage is all from Minecraft dungeons. It's not real unless I got my guys to make it inside of Minecraft and add it ourselves. How would it work if it got added to Minecraft? Would it be the same or would it be different? I began my research and found an old, outdated version of the EYstream hidden away in the archives. This is your regular, schmegular schmuck of a snow villager. And this is the EYstream. And dude, he just lifted ice out of the mountain and dropped it on that villager's head. Bro had absolutely no hope. How do you even escape an attack from the EYstream? He will just keep dropping giant cubes of ice. Like, look, the villager's trying to run, and it's literally making no difference. How much damage does he do? Okay, if I switch to survival, let's see. Yo, I can't escape. I literally can't move. You can't outrun the ice block, and it hits you. You get freezing, slowness, and then it just comes again. There is no hope for you. You cannot beat this thing. If you did have the chance to defeat this thing, obviously I'm just gonna switch to creative. What does it drop? What is that? Looks like a totem of undying? What does this do? What happens if we die? Does it do anything? Let's give it a go. No? What do we use this for? I don't understand. What do you guys think? When the mob vote finally took place, I guess it seems that players thought that illagers already had too many variants. I mean, we've got pillagers, we've got evokers, we even have the illusioner that never even got added. And I suppose that's why this EYstream was lost in Minecraft's history forever. However, hostile mobs don't stop there. And this is one you might not have ever heard of. The Red Dragon. This was a mob confirmed and planned by Notch for a future Minecraft update. If you didn't know, Notch is the creator of Minecraft. Now, this second variant of the Ender Dragon has existed as a concept ever since 2011. Believe it or not, players love the idea of a red dragon so much that they've made tons of mods dedicated to this forgotten promise. This is Jeb, the chief creative officer at Mojang. And he stated in the past that if red dragons were to ever be implemented, then players would probably get them from the dragon egg. But wait a minute, that doesn't make sense because dragon eggs only come from, well, the Ender Dragon. So does that mean that the red dragon is just a variant of the Ender Dragon, or is it a completely different species? Or perhaps it's actually something much, much scarier. Personally, I think it would be dope to see another dragon in the game. But what about a horror deep beneath the ocean? Introducing the Barnacle. Now you see, the Barnacle was a possible vote in the infamous 2017 mob vote, along with 3 other completely unique mobs. This was actually the first time there was ever a mob vote that was held by Mojang. It was actually really, really simple, and players weren't even given 3D models like we have been in recent years. No, all we got were sketches of the mobs and pretty much no information. Like, we didn't know any of their features whatsoever. This kind of sucked because what this means is that our beloved Barnacle, or as I like to call it, a giant squid, came in last place. And the Phantom one, to this day, I don't think I've ever seen a Minecraft player who actually likes the Phantom. We can't just spawn in a barnacle because it was supposed to be a boss mob, like the Wither or the Ender Dragon. There is no spawn egg for it, but then if it's in the ocean, how are we supposed to find it? It could be anywhere. Wait, what's happening to my boat? Why is it shaking? Could that be the barnacle? Wait, is that it down there? Wait, guys, what just happened? I just got sucked in. Wait, whoa, that's the barnacle? Look at that. Whoa, wait, no, I didn't mean to get you. Bro, its tongue's, I can't swim out. I can't swim out. Its tongue is literally just grabbing it. Yo, what the? Bro, I actually don't know how you would ever escape this. This thing is terrifying. Speaking of scary, the vulture. Now, I actually didn't know about this mob at all until I was researching for this video. And unlike the previous entries, the vulture wasn't actually part of a mob vote. It was part of the biome vote at Minecon Live 2019 as part of the Badlands. Now, you see, the Badlands included the vulture mob as well as a new cactus type. And you see, the idea is that these vultures were drawn to loot, left behind by players that had the unfortunate and untimely death. Mojang said themselves that the purpose of this mob was to make Badlands and desert biomes way more challenging and difficult. So, you know, it actually felt like deserts in real life. But let's move on and check on this familiar mob. Recognize it yet? You think it's a dolphin? Well, you're wrong. It's actually the pink dolphin. Yes, this thing is actually real. And it was a confirmed and even developed mod for Minecraft. So why didn't we ever hear about it? Because you see, the pink dolphin was part of the 2018 China edition mob vote. The other mob votes were the crocodile, the golden monkey, deer, and even the panda. I bet you guys had no idea that the panda was actually a mob vote winner. In terms of Minecraft, pink dolphin is basically a dolphin that is pink. It's pretty straightforward, but if we're actually looking at real life, pink dolphins have a completely different body compared to normal dolphins. They have these long, slender snouts, a more flexible neck that apparently allows them to navigate through a bunch of complex river systems, and that's the other thing. Now, they're known for this unique adaptation to their fresh water habitats and are actually considered a separate species from their brothers who live in the ocean that we, know and love. But when it actually comes to Minecraft, what will make the pink dolphin unique other than, just spawning in rivers? Let's find out. We have our regular dolphin and our pink dolphin, and straight away, even if there is no difference, this thing is adorable. And honestly, that's enough for me, but I'm actually noticing something different right now. Can you guys see it? Look at the speed of a normal dolphin. Pretty average. But if we look at the pink dolphin, look at these two things side by side. The pink dolphin is almost twice the speed of a regular dolphin. These things are crazy fast, which means, I assume if we're in survival, yes, we get dolphin's grace, and if we get it from a pink dolphin, it means we swim twice as fast as a regular dolphin. But if we come over to our pink dolphin, can we use kelp? No? What about the cod? Yo! It ate it. It ate it. So what does that mean though? When you tame like a dog, it teleports to you. So hold on, if we come out here, no way! Dude, so you could have your own pet dolphin that follows you, and then it would allow you to swim 4 times as fast. But obviously, the mob you have all been waiting for. Arguably, the best thing to ever touch Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen, the wildfire. Similar to the EYstream, who is no longer here, the wildfire was a mob voted out. Once again, a victim of the 2017 mob vote. However, you can actually find them within the various missions of Minecraft dungeons as a mini boss. Unfortunately, its behavior was never revealed in the mob vote. Some think it would just be a blaze but more powerful, almost like a blaze king. But I reckon it would function similarly to how it does in Minecraft Dungeons. The shields protect the wildfire from attacks until all 4 shields are broken. Wildfires also shoot a barrage of shield debris instead of just boring old fireballs, but in reality, how overpowered is it really compared to our regular blaze? A regular blaze, pretty straightforward. Couple of hits with the diamond sword and GG, it's over. I think that was like total 3, and the flames, look at my hearts, full hearts. Let's try the wildfire and see if it's any more interesting. Holy flip, it just knocked me back. What the, bro? Dude, it spawned in a blaze with it? Wait, I can't do any damage. Guys, this blaze won't let me do any damage to it. It's just walking off. It doesn't even care. The wildfire, oh my gosh, it shoots out 3 fireballs at a time. I'm already losing health. I'm already losing. I can't do any damage to it either. What? Wait, hold up. Is it because of its shield? Oh my gosh, how do we do this? Yo, we broke one of its shields. Okay, come on, come on. 1, 2 shields done. Bro, I totally didn't die. This wasn't a cut by my editors or anything. No, I promise you I'm good enough to beat the wildfire. Okay, in all honesty, guys, I am not. So once you get its shields off, you have to then hit it. I'm literally in creative right now, and it's not dying. Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I actually have trauma from that. But what I don't understand is Mojang had all of these amazing, incredible, unique, and interesting ideas. Why did they abandon them? Why not just add them to the game anyway, Mojang? Hello? I mean, are they just teasing us by showing us all of the incredible mobs they could come up with, only to add it in some update in the future? Or is there actually a deeper reason? A reason why these mobs will never be added to the game and will forever remain forgotten? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.